that sandwich. Here's a sandwich for you. Here's a sandwich for you. Here's a sandwich for you.
It's an empty cage reserved for the animal I most want to add to my zoo here.
I'm still hot on the trail of a Manzean white lion for you.
I think we ought to fly to Africa to stop Dirk Dinkum from capturing a Manzean white lion.
You remember Angie?
Liz, Angie.
I have this friend we're going to meet. His name is Armstrong, and he knows where all the Manzean white lions are.
Oh!
That guy's gonna lead me right to one of them Manzean white lions.
A few months ago, I only knew of 2 Manzean white lions. There may be others. I hope there are others, but I only know of the 2.
Something has changed?
Hunters. A few months ago, they got one. The male, I heard.
So there's only one left?
Not necessarily. A bird watcher in the area told me she had seen 2 cubs. Twins, she thought. Recently born.
That's good.
See? I told you Armstrong knew all about this kind of thing.
I have a map here I can give you.
Don't give it to them. Sell it to me.
Dinkum!
You again?
This would be a good time to boo and hiss the screen, folks.
Afternoon, Arbuckle. Good to see you again, Angie.
You're not getting that mad, Dinkum.
Sure I am. I always get what I want. Do you have any idea how much Spennington will pay me when I bring a Manzean white lion back for his zoo?
How much?
Enough that I'm not about to let you or anyone get in my way. So, Armstrong, how's about selling me that map? Say, for this much money.
You're wasting your time, Dinkum. You can't buy Armstrong for any amount of money.
You've got yourself a deal, Dinkum.
Swallowed my gum. Fortunately, I have more.
Thanks, Armstrong. You just made me a very rich man.
Armstrong, how could you?
Spendington wants to put one of those lions in a cage.
A little cage where only his rich friends will ever see it.
Hey, that was a lot of money for that guy to pay for a 9-year-old map that will take him in the wrong direction.
Nice.
While they go east, I'll fly us all to the west portal where the Manzean white lions are. And this will do a lot of good for the Animal Preservation Fund.
This is great! Hey, Odie, we're going for another plane ride. I know these little planes can seem scary, but don't worry. I trust Armstrong.
Calm down, Odie. It'll be fine.
That's their plane. Why is it heading west?
Probably making a turn before heading east. But they won't get there before us, will they?
After what I did to that plane, they won't get anywhere.
All right, that's enough.
Nobody likes to be hated by the population. Till I find I don't mind when they say go away. Folks believe and perceive I am an abomination. They despair, I don't care when they say go away. Yes, folks think I am a cat, not somebody to be trusted. My father thinks I'm bad. My mother's totally disgusted. I get kicks, playing tricks, causing people's degradation. Make a stink, I won't blink when they say go away. Trouble's what I'm all about, so I am always getting busted. My doctor threw me out, called me somewhat maladjusted. I delight in a fight, prompting endless confrontation. You should know I won't go when they say go away.
You're being even more ridiculous than usual. What about this plane? Dinkum's assistant was what?
Folks, we have a problem.
Armstrong, what's wrong?
She's not getting enough power. Might be a leak in the fuel line.
Looks like this is the end, boy. But I'm gonna try and look on the bright side. I'm never gonna say normal again.
Can you put her down somewhere?
John, take the controls.
Me? But I never...
I'm never gonna have to eat John's meatloaf again.
Feet on the rudders.
Oh! Armstrong! I don't know what I'm doing here!
Just as I thought. The fuel line is leaking. Looks like someone has cut it. If we had some tape or something, I could patch it long enough for us to land.
I don't have any tape.
Neither do I.
My last meal would be a piece of sugar-free spearmint gum. Gum!
Cat, I love you.
I love me too.
Let's hope this holds long enough for us to find a place to land.
Armstrong, take over!
Got it. Hold tight, everyone.
Yeah!
Better find a place to land in a hurry. Here we go! Everybody, hold on to someone else!
The next time I fly anywhere, I'm going by bus. That's putting it mildly.
Armstrong thinks there's a town 10 or 12 miles from here. We're going to leave you guys to guard the plane.
Who will protect me out here?
And of course, you'll have Odie here to protect you.
I repeat, who will protect me out here?
See you in a couple of hours, I hope. We left you a lantern in case it gets dark.
When you come back, bring pizza! Well, Odie, looks like it's just you and me here for a while. Is there something you want to do while we have all this time here?
Like I was saying, my uncle knows where there's one of them Manzean white lions.
Buckley, shut up and turn left.
No, mate. We turn left about 30 kilometers east. Then we turn...
We turn left here. Now!
Have it your way, Dinkum.
Buckley, this is all your fault.
You ordered me to turn left. I turn left. How is this my fault?
Give me a minute. I'll figure out how.
Armstrong, we've walked at least 15 miles.
I know. There's a city in this direction. I'm sure of it.
Do you think Garfield and Odie will be okay? They're gonna be alone so long.
I hope so.
They may wind up being there all night.
I know. But Garfield's resourceful, and I'll bet he finds something interesting to do to pass the time.
Gee, Africa is such an exciting place. There are so many things to do here I couldn't possibly do back home. I can't take any more of this, Odie. I have to do something else. Anything else. I wonder if there's a good Chinese restaurant around here anywhere. If we have to spend the night here, maybe we can sleep in this cave. I came in here to see what it's like, and also because the animators love these scenes. Odie, did you just walk over my foot? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear you say that, because something furry just did, and I was hoping it was you. Here, I'll turn on the lantern and we can see what it was. It's probably nothing. Spiders! Hundreds of spiders! Thousands of spiders! Millions of spiders! Spiders to the left of me! Spiders to the right of me! It's a spider-palooza! Not to fear, Odie. I know what to do with spiders. I will gush them. I will gush them high and I will gush them low. I will gush them up and I'll gush them down. Nothing will stop me from my spider gushing. Gush? Did I say gush? I meant entertain. Watch as I entertain all these fine, handsome spiders with my impression of the 100-yard dash.
My heart set on a little cat gushing. Come on, everyone! Time to play dress up as usual. Everyone gets 4 pairs of socks.
I haven't run like that since the last time the twins were on the show. How do we get back to the plane? Oh, that's simple. We just go that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or... Odie! We're lost in the savannah! Name that sandwich. Here's a sandwich for you. Here's a sandwich for you. Here's a sandwich for you.
It's an empty cage reserved for the animal I most want to add to my zoo here.
I'm still hot on the trail of a Manzean white lion for you.
I think we got to fly to Africa to stop Dirk Dinkum from capturing a Manzean white lion.
You remember Angie?
Liz, Angie.
I have this friend we're going to meet. His name is Armstrong, and he knows where all the Manzean white lions are.
Oh!
That guy's gonna lead me right to one of them Manzean white lions.
A few months ago, I only knew of 2 Manzean white lions. There may be others. I hope there are others, but I only knew of the 2.
Something has changed?
Hunters. A few months ago, they got one. The male, I heard.
So there's only one left?
Not necessarily. A birdwatcher in the area told me she had seen 2 cubs. Twins, she thought. Recently born.
That's good.
See? I told you Armstrong knew all about this kind of thing.
I have a map here I can give you.
Don't give it to them. Sell it to me.
Dinkum!
You again?
This would be a good time to boo and hiss the screen, folks.
Afternoon, Arbuckle. Good to see you again, Angie.
You're not getting that mad, Dinkum.
Sure I am. I always get what I want. have any idea how much Spennington will pay me when I bring a Manzean white lion back for his zoo?
How much?
Enough that I'm not about to let you or anyone get in my way. So, Armstrong, how's about selling me that map? Say, for this much money.
You're wasting your time, Dinkum. You can't buy Armstrong for any amount of money.
You've got yourself a deal, Dinkum.
Swallowed my gum. Fortunately, I have more.
Thanks, Armstrong. You just made me a very rich man.
Armstrong, how could you?
Spennington wants to put one of those lions in a cage.
A little cage where only his rich friends will ever see it.
Hey, that was a lot of money for that guy to pay for a 9-year-old map that will take him in the wrong direction.
Nice.
While they go east, I'll fly us all to the west portal where the Manzean white lions are. And this will do a lot of good for the Animal Preservation Fund.
This is great! Hey, Odie, we're going for another plane ride. I know these little planes can seem scary, but don't worry. I trust Armstrong.
Calm down, Odie. It'll be fine.
That's their plane. Why is it heading west?
Probably making a turn before heading east. But they won't get there before us, will they?
After what I did to that plane, they won't get anywhere.
All right, that's enough.
Nobody likes to be hated by the population. Till I find I don't mind when they say go away. Folks believe and perceive I am an abomination. They despair, I don't care when they say go away. Yes, folks think I am a cat, not somebody to be trusted. My father thinks I'm bad. My mother's totally disgusted. I get kicks, playing tricks, causing people's degradation. Make a stink, I won't blink when they say go away. Trouble's what I'm all about, so I am always getting busted. My doctor threw me out, called me somewhat maladjusted. I delight in a fight, prompting endless confrontation. You should know I won't go when they say go away.
You're being even more ridiculous than usual. What about this plane? Dinkum's assistant was what?
Folks, we have a problem.
Armstrong, what's wrong?
She's not getting enough power. Might be a leak in the fuel line.
Looks like this is the end, boy. But I'm gonna try and look on the bright side. I'm never gonna say normal again.
Can you put her down somewhere?
John, take the controls.
Me? But I never...
I'm never gonna have to eat John's meatloaf again.
Feet on the rudders.
Oh! Armstrong! I don't know what I'm doing here!
Just as I thought. The fuel line is leaking. Looks like someone has cut it. If we had some tape or something, I could patch it long enough for us to land.
I don't have any tape.
Neither do I.
My last meal would be a piece of sugar-free spearmint gum. Gum!
Cat, I love you.
I love me too.
halt long enough for us to find a place to land.
Armstrong, take over!
Got it. Hold tight, everyone.
Yeah!
You better find a place to land in a hurry. Here we go! Everybody, hold on to someone else!
The next time I fly anywhere, I'm going by bus. That's putting it mildly.
Armstrong thinks there's a town 10 or 12 miles from here. We're going to leave you guys to guard the plane.
Who will protect me out here?
And of course, you'll have Odie here to protect you.
I repeat, who will protect me out here?
See you in a couple of hours, I hope. We left you a lantern in case it gets dark.
When you come back, bring pizza! Well, Odie, looks like it's just you and me here for a while. Is there something you want to do while we have all this time here?
Like I was saying, my uncle knows where there's one of them Manzean white lions.
Buckley, shut up and turn left.
No, mate. We turn left about 30 kilometers east. Then we turn...
We turn left here. Now!
Have it your way, dinkum.
Buckley, this is all your fault.
You ordered me to turn left. I turn left. How is this my fault?
Give me a minute. I'll figure out how.
Armstrong, we've walked at least 15 miles.
I know. There's a city in this direction. I'm sure of it.
Do you think Garfield and Odie will be okay? They're gonna be alone so long.
I hope so.
They may wind up being there all night.
I know. But Garfield's resourceful, and I'll bet he finds something interesting to do to pass the time.
Gee, Africa is such an exciting place. There are so many things to do here I couldn't possibly do back home. I can't take any more of this, Odie. I have to do something else. Anything else. I wonder if there's a good Chinese restaurant around here anywhere. Huh? If we have to spend the night here, maybe we can sleep in this cave. I came in here to see what it's like, and also because the animators love these scenes. Odie, did you just walk over my foot? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear you say that. Because something furry just did, and I was hoping it was you. Here, I'll turn on the lantern and we can see what it was. It's probably nothing. Spiders! Hundreds of spiders! Thousands of spiders! Millions of spiders! Spiders to the left of me! Spiders to the right of me! It's a spider-palooza! Not to fear, Odie. I know what to do with spiders. I will gush them. I will gush them high and I will gush them low. I will gush them up and I'll gush them down. Nothing will stop me from my spider gushing. Gush? Did I say gush? I meant entertain. Watch as I entertain all these fine, handsome spiders with my impression of the 100-yard dash.
My heart set on a little cat gushing. Come on, everyone. Time to play dress up as usual. Everyone gets 4 pairs of socks.
I haven't run like that since the last time the twins were on the show. How do we get back to the plane? Oh, that's simple. We just go that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or that way. Or... Odie! We're lost in the savannah!
I think we ought to fly to Africa to stop Dirk Dinkum from capturing a Manzean white lion and selling it to Spencer Spendington.
The next time I fly anywhere, I'm going by bus.
Armstrong thinks there's a town 10 or 12 miles from here. We're going to leave you guys to guard the plane.
Maybe we can sleep in this cave. Odie, we're lost in the savannah. We're miles from civilization, miles from human life, miles from a place to get a decent burrito. Oh. Which reminds me, I haven't eaten for 6 hours. This is the longest I've gone without food since John tried to barbecue spaghetti. What's that music? Huh?
Hey, cousin, who do you be?
I be Garfield and he be Odie.
Welcome, witty travelers. I'm Bunky, and he's Funky.
And I'm Funky, and he's Bunky.
And he's Plunky, on account of he plays the accordion.
Ukulele.
Like I said, the ukulele. And together...
We're the Baboon Brothers.
Welcome, dog and cat.
Here's our welcome mat.
We'll have a lovely chat.
Here in our habitat.
You are a joy to me.
Sorry about the heat.
So sit and rest your feet.
Have something good to eat.
We spend our afternoons
watching the best cartoons.
Eating organic prunes.
Hard work for 3 baboons.
Life in the jungle is nice.
And to be somewhat precise,
You just found paradise. Here
with us and the trees.
Anything
that you please.
Everywhere, greenery, picturesque
scenery.
Everyone comprehends.
That will all be your new friends! Jupiter is the largest planet in the Earth's solar system.
Nice to meet you, Garfield. We don't get a lot of mice around here.
I'm a cat.
Like I said, cat.
A cat's ear has a total of 32 muscles.
You and your friend look kind of hungry.
You're one smart baboon.
We can let you share in our evening feast. We always have our favorite traditional local recipe.
I'm famished. But what is it?
I know not what you call it where you come from, but here, the name we have for it is lasagna. Is this a kind of food you could eat?
Oh, I suppose I could give it a try. Hey.
We'll spend the night at the hotel here, then go out first thing in the morning.
Oh, I'm worried about Garfield and Odie, and about stopping Dirk Dinkum.
I'm not worried about stopping Dinkum. Not with you around, John.
Ahem. Hello, hello. What were you saying about Garfield and Odie?
Well, we're worried about them.
It's hard for me to imagine Garfield out in the forest, eating berries and plants. He must be so miserable.
Life out in the wild, the place for you and me. Running merrily, that's the way life should be. Life out in the wild, go out and climb a tree. Forget all misery.
We should never have left them with the plane. They must be so hungry.
Some people surround themselves with walls that limit what they see.
They're probably cold and scared and bored and lonely.
Life out in the wild, it's a total symphony, filled with harmony. That's the way life should be. Life out in the wild, just hear the melody. When you're living free, that's the way life should be.
Well, there's nothing we can do for them tonight.
I suppose you're right. Come on, I'll walk you to your room. Poor Garfield. Poor Odie.
This map that bloke sold me is worthless.
Well, you can't blame that on me, Dinkum.
Sure I can, but I got a lead in the village. There are Manzean white lions up at the west portal.
Oh, I'm telling you, my uncle knows.
Oh, shut up about your uncle. We're going to the west portal where I'm going to bag me a Manzean white lion.
Great. Hey, how much is that Findington guy gonna pay us?
He's going to pay me so much I can buy the house next door to his. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me when we reach the west portal.
Oh, that was a great breakfast, guys. And a wonderful sleep.
I am glad you like our native breakfast foods. We call that pancakes with sausage.
Ooh, I'll have to remember that name.
There are 31,557,600 seconds in a year.
Yeah. Now, you wanted to know about the Manzean white chipmunks.
Lions.
Like I said, lions.
They're supposed to be these super rare animals, and they're supposed to be incredibly beautiful.
Well, I think they are magnificent. But you can see for yourself. There is one up there. That is Queen Tanya, the Manzean white lion.
Odie wants to know why she seems so sad.
She is sad because she lost her mate.
King Royale, they called him.
It happened 3 months ago.
2 months ago.
Like I said, 2 months ago, King Royale, he was a fine figure of a lion. Regal, majestic. When he roared, every animal for kilometers around snapped to attention. And he and Queen Tanya were a fine couple.
And then one day, his hunting party came into the area. We knew what they wanted, what they all want.
Odie wants to know, isn't hunting illegal?
Sure it is.
By international treaty.
I looked it up on the net, see? Illegal to hunt or capture the Manzean white lion.
So we did our best to distract them. But it did not work.
When he spotted them, his first instinct was to stand his ground and fight. But then, well, Funky has a theory.
The theory is that he wanted to lure the hunters away from Tanya. Oh, by the way, an adult male lion can run at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour.
still wasn't fast enough. That was the last we saw of him.
Was he,
We don't know.
We think we know.
And we think the worst. But Tanya is sure he's alive. Every morning, she goes up there and waits. Just waits for him to come back to her and the children.
Huh? Children?
Just after King Royal went away, she had triplets.
Twins.
Like I said, twins.
The boy is named Prince, and the girl is named Princess.
Want to meet them?
Queen Tanya does not talk much. Matter of fact, she has not said a word since King Royal went away.
But we'll introduce you to the twins. Come on!
No sign of them in the play.
And no sign of them anywhere around.
Which direction would Garfield have started walking in?
Which direction is the nearest pizzeria?
See, I told you I saw them ahead on the road. Doesn't matter. While they're doing what we're doing, I'll be bagging me one very expensive lion. Come on.
We'd better head for the West Portal. We have to reach those lions before Dinkum does.
You're right. Let's just look around a little more for Garfield and Odie.
Fine.
John is amazing. So smart and so adorable.
You're talking about my John?
Of course.
Uh-huh. I don't think she really understands that he's my John.
I'm making real good progress, sir.
Dinkum, we should go and...
Shut up! I'm talking to the bloke who's going to make me very wealthy. Pardon me, Mr. Spennington.
I was just saying, if there's any way you could get the Manzean white lion back here by tomorrow night, I'm having a party. I'd like to show it off for some of my wealthier friends, the ones who own their own islands.
I'll do my best, sir.
Dinkum, we really need to pick up the pace.
Will you shut up? Will you just...
Saying.
Nice to talk to you too, sir. What is so all-fired important that you have to interrupt me talking to a man who's going to give me millions of dollars? I realize this is a quicksand area. Quicksand? Quicksand isn't dangerous. Nobody in the world is stupid enough to sink into quick... Buckley! I'm telling you, Dirk, it will be so much easier if we call my uncle. Again with the uncle! Buckley, I've had it with you. You're fired! You'll be sorry, Dinkum, you'll be so sorry! I'll call my uncle, and you'll be sorry you treated me the way you did! Better start walking. You got a long way home. Max, it's Dinkum. You still based in Manzia City?
Sure, what's up?
Great. You still got that helicopter? The one with the trapping attachments?
Got it right here, ready to go.
Perfect. I need you to pick me up and head for the West Portal. I'm through kidding around. We're gonna bag me a very valuable beast.
Angie says the last few Manzean white lions are in Manzia, so that's obviously where Dinkum is heading.
How much is that Spindington guy gonna pay us?
He's gonna pay me so much I can buy the house next door to his.
Odie, we're lost in the savannah.
I'm Bunky, and he's Funky.
And I'm Funky, and he's Bunky.
It's hard for me to imagine Garfield out in the forest. eating berries and plants.
We're going to the west portal where I'm gonna bag me a Manzean white lion.
Oh, Dinkum's on his way to the west portal.
He knows where the lions are.
So we'd better be on our way to the west portal.
Garfield, where are you?
Mr. Garfield, could we ask you a question? Yeah, could we?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
What are you? Yeah, what are you?
What do you mean?
Well, Alice is a rhinoceros, and Brucey is an elephant, and Jeremiah, he's a giraffe. So, like, what are you?
I'm a cat.
You can't be a cat.
What?
Yeah, we're cats.
Well, not all cats roar.
We roar. Huh? Yeah, let's roar for him. Yeah, now me. We want to hear you roar. We want to hear you roar. We want to hear you roar.
All right, already. I'll roar.
You call that a roar? Jeremiah Giraffe roars better, and he can't even make any sound.
Okay, so I can't roar. I can do other things.
Like what? Can you gallop across the ravine?
No.
Are you the king of beasts?
No.
Can you pounce on a dangerous foe?
Only if it's a mushroom pizza. Listen, I do a lot of things. I eat and I sleep, then I eat and I sleep, and then for a change, I sleep and then I eat. Oh, and I mill normal to Abu Dhabi. Then I eat some more, and then I eat some more, and then I sleep. Hey.
I am the king of cats. Of all aristocrats. Step up and doff your hats. Of me I sing. I am the pet supreme, each lady's fondest dream. They always yell and scream that I'm the king. I am the king of cats. My fans, they all adore. They cry for more and more. I don't know where to store the gifts they bring. There is no cat like me. I say that modestly. The experts all agree that I'm the king. I am the king. The king of cats. I am the king.
You're not a cat. Nope, not a cat.
How are John and the others ever gonna find us?
Hey, Garfield, did you know that snails can sleep up to 3 years?
In my home, we call that a quick nap. Funky, is there a phone around here?
The nearest phone is way out the... 82.46 kilometers away. Say, it says here you share your birthday with at least 9 million other people on this
Gotta
planet.
find some way to tell John where we are. And I think I have to find it in a hurry.
There's lines around here someplace. And there they are, 2 of them.
What's that? That's the weirdest bird I ever saw.
A little on the small side, but they'll do. Down there! That's the kind of lion Spendington will pay good money for. That's the one I want.
What's she doing?
Trying to draw the hunter away from the twins. Come on. Here, hide these 2.
We'll hide you from the steamship.
Helicopter.
Like I said, helicopter.
Hunter, we gotta go save Mama. Yeah. No, you guys let me go.
No, we have one lion in danger. We don't need three.
Please.
Missed! But I won't miss again! Max, after her!
Have to find some way to tell John where we are. No, there's no phone for Miles. Funky looked it up on his computer, and he said...
Hey, did you know that Wayne Newton is only 4 foot tall?
Never mind. Can you send a text message on that thing?
Sure. You got a phone number?
Yes, it's 55542.
Garfield, where are you?
The lions and dinkum could be anywhere in this whole area.
John, I've got your cell phone here and you just got a text message.
Not now, Liz.
But it's from Garfield.
Garfield?
And he's given us the coordinates of where he and Odie are, and the lions.
Give them to me, ladies, and hope we are in time.
Run all you want! Eventually you'll be too tired to run, and I'll still be here!
There's somewhere in this area.
Yeah, but where?
Up there! That helicopter! That's got to be Dirk Dinkum!
Odie, do you know how to roar? We'll learn fast.
I'm about to make myself very rich.
What is that animal?
That's a very fat pussycat trying to distract me. Nice try, cat!
You can lose the roar over, Odie. It's not working.
Garfield!
Come on!
Max, fly me to the airport. I have a very precious cargo to deliver.
We got here too late.
That bad man got her, didn't he?
He got her.
But we promise you.
He is not going to keep her.
At least we know where he's taking her.
To the Spendington estate. It's not far from where we live.
We can be on the next plane there.
I have a friend who flies cargo there. He can give us a lift.
You know how determined I was that time when John said no more pepperoni pizza? And how determined I was when Nermal wanted to move in and turn the whole house into the Nermal World Fan Club headquarters? I'm even more determined than those two times put together.
We're almost ready to take off. The plane only seats 4 plus the pilot, so you two will have to ride in the cargo hold.
In the cargo hold? Like baggage? What does he think we are, animals? But I still won't do it. I will not ride in a cargo hold.
And I forgot to tell you, you'll be happy to know what the cargo is in there. Canned lasagna.
He didn't tell me this was a luxury flight. Come on, Odie. I get the seat near the can opener.
Wait!
You can't leave without us.
We're coming with you on the unicycle.
Airplane.
Like I said, airplane.
Great. But where's Funky?
Right behind us.
They insisted on coming along.
We told him if he didn't take us, we were going to run there.
They would have done it.
And probably beaten us there. Okay, everyone aboard.
Yay! Hooray!
No kidding, this Mr. Spendington has his own private zoo.
Man, talk about rich.
It's full of animals, rare species, that belong back in the wild. Or at least in public zoos where people can see them.
That's no place for one of the last Manzean white lions.
I checked and Mr. Spendington's having a big party at his estate tomorrow night. He probably wants to show off his new... Does anyone besides me think they're hearing music?
It sounds like ukulele music.
We all have times when we see no solution to problems that arise. That's when you can make your best contribution, pausing to vocalize. We can all face catastrophes, any kind that comes along. All you need to do is sing this song. We are here all together. We are dancing with all our friends. We will sing till we have fair weather, and we'll dance till the problem ends. Dance away despair and gloom and doom. Everything goes better with music. We are here all together. We are dancing with all our friends. We will sing till we have fair weather. I feel better. And hey, it's better this way.
Angie says the last few Manzean white lions are in Manzia, so that's obviously where Dinkum is heading.
Do you have any idea how much Spendington will pay me when I bring a Manzean white lion back for his zoo?
We want to hear you roar!
Roar! Max, after her!
Okay, how do we get past the guards and get in?
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Where'd John get the van? Oh, they borrowed it from the cargo company that flew us home. John can't figure out a way to get us inside, so it's up to me. All right, guys, here's what I want you to do.
Go right on in. You're just in time. Mr. Spendington's about to unveil the newest addition to his zoo. There's 2 male guests, 2 female guests. Baboon guests. 3 baboon get. Baboons? They must have gotten out of the zoo somehow. Stop! Stop, baboons!
Look, the guard is leaving his post.
This is our chance.
Mr. Spendington, your zoo here is divine. I especially like those little bears with the black eyes.
Oh, you mean my pandas? Glad you like them, Mrs. Dumont. They're very rare and very expensive.
She's all set, Mr. Spendington. Now, about my fee.
Spendington, is this unveiling going to happen? I need to get back to the station.
We can't keep the chief of police waiting. This way, Chief Wilson.
Garfield, come join us.
We want to go too. Yeah, we want to help Mom.
Stay here, Odie. Guard them.
Come on, I have no idea what to do.
Sounds like a typical John plan to me.
And as you know, I collect the most interesting animals from all around the world to share with my friends. My very rich friends. With the help of famed trapper Dirk Dinkum here.
Yeah.
I bring you direct from Africa, the rarest animal in the world, the Manzian white lion. Oh. This is the only one in the country, and I have her.
Do what I do. That animal looks sad. Are you mistreating her?
You shouldn't mistreat animals.
Yeah, we're decent people. We don't want any part of animal mistreatment.
Why is that lion so sad?
No. This lion is happy. Very happy. Here, I'll show you how happy she is.
Sir, I wouldn't go in there with her.
Keep your advice to yourself. You can see she's too depressed to do anything.
She can't even move.
Please, assure us this lovely creature is not suffering.
No, she's fine. She's fine. Get up. She's very happy to be here.
You want a Manzian white lion, Mr. Spindington? I brought you the best one. My uncle bagged it, and now you can pay me for it instead of paying that ornery bloke.
Buckley, you double-crosser!
Garfield, that lion.
It's King Royale.
What?
It's King Royale, Queen Tanya's husband.
Father of the twins.
The one the hunters took away?
Mama!
Someone, anyone, let me out of here!
I told you my uncle had a white lion.
But you didn't tell me you were right for once in your life.
Guards, Dinkum! Please, somebody! Cat, please, let me out. There are switches over there. Switches that unlock the cages here. Throw the switch marked lion cage.
Okay. And while I'm at it, I think I'll throw this switch, and this switch, and this switch, and this switch, and this switch.
Animals are loose. All my expensive, costly animals that I paid so much for.
Whoa! Hey!
I'm telling you guys, I don't have any more sandwiches for you.
You work for me.
Not anymore, mate. You fired me.
Yeah? Well, I've got a good mind to hire you back. Just so I can fire you again.
And now the other lion is loose.
Let's you and I settle this later.
Whatever you say, Dinkum. Let me out of here right now! No, leave him here and let me out!
Nice job, guys.
What are the white lions doing?
Reuniting.
I want you to meet your son and daughter.
My son, my daughter.
Daddy! Daddy!
Sit tight, folks. We're real close to a happy ending here.
Get every man we can spare over here. We have dozens of animals to round up. Oh, and another thing. Everyone be quiet. I'm chief of police, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Remember back in Africa, you showed me that web page about the law against hunting these lions?
Well, I've got it bookmarked.
Call it up. We may need it.
Who's responsible for this mess?
Those people, they weren't invited. The trouble all started with them. And that cat let all my expensive animals loose.
Cat, is that true?
Yeah?
I'm going to have to arrest you and your friends here.
But you can't.
Let us explain.
Before you do, Chief, maybe you'd be interested in, this?
Mr. Spendington, can you prove these Manzean white lions are yours?
Absolutely. I'm buying the 2 big ones and those 2 little ones from these fine men here.
Let me out of here right now! Because it says here that importing Manzean white lions is illegal and that people involved in doing such things go to prison for many years.
Bye-bye.
I called the cab and it's on its way. You sure you don't want me to drive you 2 to the airport?
Thanks, John. But you deserve a rest.
Right. I was just telling Liz here that as part of his probation, Mr. Spendington has agreed to make his private zoo public and to allow the Animal Rights Society to return the rarest ones to the wild.
They're going to spend a long time where they tried to put the lions, behind bars.
Speaking of which, King Royale, Queen Tanya, and the twins should already be back in Africa by now.
Back in their natural habitat. And those baboons, too.
You're a fine man, John Arbuckle. And you're lucky to have him.
I think so, too. Most of the time.
We got back 3 years ago.
3 minutes ago.
Like I said, 3 minutes ago. And already the lions are acting like everything is normal.
Odie wants you to say hello to Prince and Princess.
Better than that, we'll let you say it yourself.
Hello, Mr. Garfield. Hello. We wanted to say we're sorry. We think you really are a cat. A really good cat.
Aw, shucks. Well, you 2 are gonna grow up to be pretty good cats yourselves. You know, Odie, sometimes you go through a lot of misery. One picture comes along that makes it all worthwhile.
Don't sit in a lonely room with fear and with doom and gloom. The world can become your stage if you break out of your cage. Life out in the wild, the place for you and me. Running merrily, that's the way life should be. Life out in the wild, go out and climb a tree. Forget all misery, that's the way life should be.